This segment brought to you by Farm Credit Associations of Kansas, lending support to rural America, and by American Ag Service, your DuPont Pioneer dealer.
Welcome back to Ag AM in Kansas. I'm Brityne Rucker. For our Young Leaders in Ag segment, I have Kelsey Joe Crouch with me. Welcome, Kelsey.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, Kelsey Joe, go into a little bit about your ag background.
Sure. So I grew up on a cow-calf operation here in Western Kansas. We also have some feeder cattle. Throughout growing up, I was very heavily involved in 4-H, where I, of course, showed animals like pigs, goats, horses, the whole lot of them, cattle, where I learned my leadership skills and my citizenship skills and everything that's made me the person I am today. Along with 4-H, I also rodeoed for a while, which gave me the amazing opportunity to meet some pretty incredible people in the Western industry. So between those two parts, I had a great background in the ag industry.
So Kelsey, you actually attended Fort Hays State University.
Yes. So I am graduating this May from Fort Hays State University with my Bachelor's of Science in Ag Business. I started 3 years ago, so I'm a little ahead of schedule. But I was very excited to go to Fort Hays. My family, my mother went to Fort Hays, so it was kind of a generational thing. My older sister also went there, so it was really exciting to go there and be a part of that legacy, as well as get to learn more and more about the ag industry through my studies.
So what are some internship opportunities that you've got to take part of?
Sure. So last summer, I had the amazing opportunity to intern at Fairley Feedlot here in Scott City. I was most of the time in the office working on some of their financials with them, going through how they run the business side of the operation, but I was also allowed out into the feedlot itself. So I spent time in the feed truck, and I spent time in the processing barn, and I rode pins, and I got to do all the fun stuff outside as well. So it gave me the opportunity to learn, from top to bottom, what I do like and what I don't like, and just how it all kind of works together, and how you need to know a little bit of everything so you can fully understand the whole process. With that, I also had the opportunity this upcoming summer to intern with Farm Credit. However, my plans have changed a little bit. I was going to intern because I was going to start grad school in the fall, but I've decided to take a full-time job with them instead. So it'll be it's the same experience, of course, of learning throughout the process, but it will be with a full-time job at the end.
And you actually served as a student or on the student board of directors.
Yes. So Farm Credit this was their first year doing it. It allows students, both business and ag business, or ag, I think in general, to apply to be a part of the student board, where we all meet collectively once a month. We go over some of their financials. They explain to us how they do business with their stockholders and how the system works. And then from there, they also teach us leadership skills and how to be on a board, and just some of those lifelong knowledge that a person should have.
Yeah. So kind of to wrap it up, Kelsey Joe, what would be a tip of advice that you would give someone wanting to be a young leader in agriculture?
Don't be afraid to try anything and everything. I never would have thought that riding pins would have been one of my favorite parts about the feedlot, except for it was, because you were out in the open with the cattle and the horses, and you got to experience something that you're not used to every day. And I just think that was such a growing and learning moment for me. So one of my biggest pieces of advice would be to just try anything and everything that comes your way. You never know what opportunity will fit you best. So just don't be afraid.
Well, Kelsey Joe, a big thank you for being on the program.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a great opportunity.
At Farm Credit, we partner with America's farmers who work hard each and every day to grow the food that we all enjoy. It's not an easy task, but it's an important one. Farm Credit is proud to work with farmers and ranchers, lending support in rural America.